Hello, hello. I'm back. This time, hopefully, with some better audio balancing. Let's see what happens. Face cam on. Here we go. Alright, so I'm going to do another couple Bloody Palace runs, I think, today. Going to start off with Vergil. Just do a little bit of easy mode for a little while. I actually, all joking aside, I'm not actually as good with Vergil as I am with Nero. He plays really easily, but he kind of, I don't know, there's certain bosses that I struggle with when I'm playing Vergil versus playing Nero. So this will partially be me practicing, and then, you know, maybe after we have this, oh, thanks, Dad, for pointing out the good audio. Amazing. So, yeah, as long as everybody can hear me, and the game, you know, that's kind of what we're going for. So let me know if I'm too quiet, too loud, or vice versa. But anyway, thinking we're going to do a little bit of some Vergil stuff here, and then, I don't know, if I get cut short on that one, because I know, you know, with Nero I can go for like 2 straight hours. Usually with Vergil I don't go quite that long. But I'm thinking maybe we have, if we got chatters, we have some people pick a second character for me to do after I'm done the first run. So we'll see what happens. It's the one thing, even with being on PS5. Yeah, so you'll see my max stage is not as high here as with Nero. So, you know, hopefully I do pretty well. We'll see what happens. Starting from the bottom and going all the way. Alright. You may hear my roommate being mad at his dog right now. Alright. Let's see. We're at early on. There we go. So, A tier, not too bad. Alright, let's see what happens next. Getting through these early stages, it's always just a little bit of, it's a little bit slower going through these early stages. Problem is, nothing's really lasts long enough for it to, these early stages don't last long enough for much to happen. So let's see. There we go. Yeah, so you'll probably notice if you watched last time, my Vergil gameplay is not as fluid as my Nero gameplay. There we go. There we go. Ooh, nice. New record. Oh. Didn't position myself quite right. I always like to try to do the drop right. There we go. Let's build up some Sin Devil Trigger here. That's the weird thing about Vergil too. You have to like drain the trigger bar to go into the Sin Devil trigger. I always thought that was strange. He doesn't really have a legit Devil trigger in the way that Nero and Dante do. Because you can go into Doppelganger, which is like a half Devil trigger almost. Like that, but I don't really like using it, to be honest with you. Most of the time, if I'm going to use Devil Trigger, it'll be for, like, summon swords, or it'll be for, like, turning it into Sin Devil Trigger, because the Doppelganger does not heal you, right? So you'll need to actually have some method of regaining health a lot of the time. At least if you're in my case, right? Where you're not really expert tier. Nice. That's pretty good. We're still no damage, so not bad. Let's see what happens here. Ugh. See, I don't have the, don't have Vergil's moves just quite as ingrained as I do with Nero's. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so I took a couple hits there. Usually the idea would be to not take hits before, there we go. Before the first 10 floors, but, you know, sometimes it can't be avoided. Let's see here. See, it is still useful for that, though, right? Because I got grabbed by the Impusa there, and, like, you want to be able to break out of grabs if you need to. So, Doppel's definitely useful for that. It's just not really my preferred usage of Vergil's Devil Trigger. Jesus, I'm already SSS. Like, see, that's the thing with Vergil, is, like, I'm not even that good with him, and I'm SSS in like 2 minutes. I feel like it's kind of like easy mode. That's why I made that joke early on, because it's like he just kind of plays himself in certain ways, but the gulf of skill kind of becomes noticeable the further on you get. See, like, I'm getting hit way more here than I did with Nero. There we go. There we go. That was a nice little cinematic finish. Sometimes I like to do the, Vergil has this move that I really love to use to finish off if I can, which is like, I'll show it in a second here, where you kind of, you get this nice little, oh, hold on. Like, that's obviously designed to be a cool little cinematic finisher, but, I don't always nail it. That forward moving, oh my god, that's crazy. Ooh, nice parry. Yeah, see, like, he just kind of, like, walks his way to triple S without even, like, thinking about it. But I've been trying to get, you know, I've been trying to get more muscle memory with the characters besides Nero. So that's the other thing, is, like, my Dante, oh my god, it's atrocious. As in, bad. Vergil kind of plays himself, as I said. You hear how the dynamic music, because I'm like halfway between A and S right now, it's like getting the chorus climax going, but not quite rising there. There we go. And I immediately lost it. Not want to activate Doppelganger there. And make sure you burn a little bit of your double trigger if you activate it. So that's fun. Nice. Stage 14, pretty good. And I do not have a grab like I did with Nero, so these guys are a little more dangerous. That's where we use Judgment Cut. Nice. No hit. Pretty good. I should probably use Whirl of B here just to regain some health. There we go. Spoilers for DMC 5 if you haven't played it yet. The guy whose name is V is actually Vergil. Top 10 most shocking reveals in history, I think. I know you can also reset the Doppelganger's kind of delay from Vergil, and I'm not sure exactly how you want to have that set up, because it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. I don't know if there's like a best practices kind of way to do that, or if there's a, you know, a way that's more or less effective. Nice. I love using the summon swords to pick people off too. It's so fun. Just getting that, like, such a good animation. They ruined it in the reboot, the summon sword animation. It's so much slower. Terrible. So here's our first Fury. My favorites. I love these guys. So good. Ooh, I might get knocked out right here. I'm eating shit against this guy right now. Not my best work here, guys. See, this is what Judgment Cut End is for. There we go. Problem is with Vergil, you don't have as much stagger as you do with somebody like Nero. So it's harder to get these guys for longer. You have to parry them way more times. There we go. You know, you get one solid parry with Nero on one of those things and it's down. But Vergil's damage output is not really high enough for it to consistently end that quickly. Got this little red Impusa here. Nice. Nice little triple S Impusa kill there. Alright. See if I can pull off a... Oh, actually, we're going to a boss stage, so I'm not going to use Judgment Cut here. We don't want to waste our Sin Devil trigger here. Because I'll probably pop it to avoid the Goliath grab. There we go. Yeah, see, like, my movement's not as good with Vergiloo either. It's harder to, that's probably one of its harder aspects, I think. Because the teleports, on the face of it, are very, effective for dodging, but they're actually more effective on offense than on defense. And obviously, like, ideally you should be on offense all the time in DMC games, right? Like, you don't want to be going on defense constantly, because if you are, you know, you're probably struggling in worse ways than just your moveset being kind of limited in that respect, right? See, if I want to try to get behind him as much as possible. He's well to be here. Get some HP back. We don't have a grab here. Right, and then like I get the teleport there, so it's really good to just be able to just track him across the entire arena if I can keep a summon sword embedded in him, which I did not there. Right, see, and now I'll pop Doppelganger, so he can't grab me. And he's down. Pretty solid. Not my best performance on that boss here, but I also haven't played Vergiloo in a while, so pretty good. Nero's by far my best character. I have way more fun playing him than almost anybody else. So a lot of the time, to be honest with you, I kind of wind up neglecting the other characters in favor of Nero. Pretty good. Yeah, I'd love to get to the, like, to the tier where I can really pull off the actual, like, anime level, you know, combos, but they're honestly so difficult to get the timing, and my reaction speed is probably not good enough, fundamentally. But you don't really have to be able to do that to perform perfectly respectably. Which I am currently not. Oof, lost time. Not good. We want to be going time positive till around stage... I was going to say like stage 40, but honestly, being realistic, it's further than that. You want to be going time positive further than that. Let's get time for 13 here. Ooh, we got a new viewer. Who's our new viewer in chat? If you want to pop up. Try to get the double swap there, but he was already dead before I could do it. So yeah, I try to use Crescent, try to use, what is it, Lunar Phase to block those, usually. There we go. There's the double swap. Leave it to the Furies to ruin your combo. There we go. Did it just too early. Nice. Good timing. Yeah, those Furies are horrendous. I hate dealing with them. I'm really not the best parrier, so... Nice. Got a nice little double kill there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll have to keep that in the memory banks there. That was not the input I meant to use. There we go. Pretty solid stuff there. Yeah, just like anything else though, you know. It's all repetition. It's all muscle memory. That's pretty good. It was a little less smooth than I'd like, but I'm starting to get in the groove a little bit here. trying to learn how to cancel that. Trying to learn how to cancel that move, but it's tough. There we go. I love this one. There we go. And now, this is where we're going to use Judgment Cut End, I think. Ah! My timing was off. See, this is what it is. It's all about timing. And that was not it. Gonna have to pop this in now. Ooh, guys, I might get knocked out right here, too. Pretty close. Man, missing that judgment. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Not my best run with Vergil here. That missing that judgment cut end was definitely definitely screwed me there. It's pretty bad. Let's see. Probably go in for another character here and get some more practicing in. I don't know, maybe I'll do a little Dante gameplay. Although I'm very bad with Dante, so we'll see what happens here. Not Super Dante. Regular Dante. Just gonna make sure my kit is correct here. I do not have Dr. Faust equipped. I don't really like using Dr. Faust very much. And I find it kind of interrupts the flow. Okay, King Serb, cool. This is what I want. Yeah, so this is definitely going to be some practice with Dante primarily. Just trying to get some more muscle memory with him. There's a few combos I can pull off pretty regularly. But he is a tough one. You're managing like 10 different variables with Dante at any given time, which is pretty difficult. It's like swapping weapons, swapping styles. It's all crazy, so... Yeah, see, like, I wasn't even at S there. I wasn't even at A there. Yeah, okay, keep that. Let's go with Coyote. Wasn't close enough for the cancel. Oh, I hit Royal Guard. I was like, why am I not using my Swordmaster combos? Oof. Yeah, some people can just go crazy with Dante. If you're really good, Dante is like your best character. There we go. Was that in response to the Dante comment? If you're really good, your best character is Dante. There we go. Yeah, no, Dante is definitely, I would say, by far the hardest character to play correctly. Just like swapping all of the different styles and remembering the movement options. Oh, I thought I was in Swordmaster. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, it takes a while for me to get into the groove of Dante, and to be honest with you, I don't always get there. It's like the weapon switching for me is the thing that kills me, I think. If I can't rely on my combos to always be the same. There we go. We got a little more variety in there that time. This is the other thing, is like mixing in Gunslinger is pretty tough to get all of this going correctly, right? Some people will do like the claw grip on the controller, and I think that's kind of psycho. It'll just destroy your hands. And I tend to like to have use of those, so. There we go. I kind of tend to liken learning a DMC character to like learning different instruments, just because, you know, my history and musicianship, it's the analogy that tends to make sense to me. And I always say when I make that analogy, I'm always like, Dante's like the lead guitar. Really flashy and really fucking hard to do right. Now we pull up use double trigger. I used to actually hate Cavalier, which is this motorcycle sword, but it's actually probably my favorite of Dante's Devil Arms in this game now. Alright. It's my first triple S with Dante today. Ah. Did not maintain, however. Normally with the Kalina on, I'll do the I didn't do the input correctly, but it's you do. Why is it not doing it? Anyway, you're supposed to be able to get this laser. There we go. Oh, whatever. I'm having trouble with the laser input right now. Cool. Let's go to Ebony and Ivory. There we go. Nice. I'm not sure what you mean. You're saying, is it hard when it's in top view versus POV? What do you mean by that? Like when I'm in the air? Like, if I get way up, kind of how I go, like, here. Generally, if you're in the air, it's easier. I'm not sure if that's the question being asked, but... I'm not sure what you mean by viewed second person. Because I'm viewing it on my TV right now. You mean like through the stream window? I don't watch through my monitor. Oh, third person. You mean like is controlling characters in third person more difficult than in first person? Arguably, I'd say it's easier. Depends on the situation, though. That was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, viewing, if I was to play DMC in first person, it would be a lot harder. But it wouldn't really translate because the perspective is kind of core to the genre of the game. Here we go. Yeah, I am nowhere near as time positive on Dante as I am with other characters, unfortunately. kind of definitely hoping I explained my answer to that question correctly. I don't know if that's exactly what you meant, but just out of range. That's the worst. The reason Cavalier is so good is like just the amount of reach it has on it. You can get so many attacks that hit multiple enemies at the same time. We're not doing horrendously though. I thought I'd be doing a lot better, or a lot worse, for my first run with Dante in quite a while. I haven't practiced in a hot minute here, so. Alright. There we go. I love to use Cavalier against these guys too. It's the timing. You can kind of just get these little still lost 13 seconds, so not the best I've ever done defeating a Fury, but okay. Hear me humming the end of Devil Triggered myself. I do also change the Dante battle theme because I actually like his theme a lot, but the version of it that they have on the soundtrack is just bad. I don't know why they did it like that, but the actual version in-game is not as good as the recording. Trickster to get away here. Just out of range. And go right back in. That's what we want to do. Like, you can see Dante's teleport, though, is not as good as Vergil's teleport. Like, the Trickster teleport is actually way shorter in range than Vergil's Trick Up. First hit, I think, in our run here. Not in our full Bloody Palace run, I should say. Pop double trigger here. Cool. Pretty good. We got back up to S tier by the end. And Dante even gets his own little summon sword, so he's in double trigger. It's cute. Oh, we got a Gunslinger there. I didn't think I was in Gunslinger right there. It's the other problem with Dante, too. Sometimes I forget what style I'm in. Once you understand Cavalier, it's such a great weapon. Oh, incredible. It's super, super, super easy to chain stuff together with Cavalier. And then the range on it is so wide that just like... Ah. That was greedy there. There's one thing you know in DMC, it's that greed will always be punished. Unlike in reality, unfortunately. I love those moves. The Coyote Gunslinger Suite is so fun to use. Got a new viewer. Is it somebody I know, or is it a new person? I'm kind of curious. I know I got a few new subs off the last stream, so occasionally new people are in fact seen. Switching movesets with that when I don't need But, you know, like I was saying last time, you mess up, you just gotta keep going. It's just like if you were doing a, it's just like if you were doing a solo on an instrument, right? You play a note that you didn't want to play, fuck up like that, you just keep going. You make something up that sounds good around it. As best you possibly can. Which, for me with Dante, is, middly. Ah, I didn't get the double swap there. should have tried to pull off the double swap. Yeah, we lost it. We were doing good for a second there. Awesome. There we go. Hold this for a sec. Ah, I waited too long. Yeah, man, it's the Furies. These guys kill me every time. Not literally, but they are annoying. Just not great at parrying, unfortunately. I don't have the best reaction time in the world. That's mean, Morrison. It's not that bad. Definitely done worse. Oh, that's unfortunate. What you were saying in the chat. Somebody hanging around for a little while. Some lurkers. That's a pretty good finish. Alright, we're almost to the stage that killed me in my Vergil run, so we'll see what happens here. Maybe I'll uncharacteristically perform better with Dante than I did with Vergil. You never know. Usually I make it beyond that stage, so... Timing was just off. Pretty good parry there. That's the other thing, it's harder to stay airborne with Dante than it is with Nero, right? With Nero, you've got the Snatch, which is a very useful ability for staying airborne. And these guys have this annoying thing where once you launch them, you can't launch them again. So they become immune to getting launched after the first time. Normally with most enemies, you can just keep them. You can keep launching them as many times as you want, right? But... See, I could use Sin Devil Trigger to get out of this, but I might want to save it for the Artemis boss. Assuming I can make it that far. He parried me. There we go. Ah. I really hate these guys because they can just kind of... I hate any of the enemies that can just teleport out of the way of your strikes. It's very annoying. Right, if you're in the air, these guys will always try to appear right underneath you. Not always, but pretty close to it. There we go. At least we made it through this stage. We should get some health refunded relatively early on in the next stage. Or in the next group of stages, I should say. The other thing with Dante, too, is it's a little bit harder to remain in constant motion like you can do with Nero. Even though he has a lot of good mobility options, they're tied to Trickster, usually. So, like, you can get around really easily if you're a Trickster, but then you have to switch out. And that's another variable that you're having on top of just trying to move the stick, right? The other thing too, I think I underutilized my firearms when playing Dante. Alright, It's been good having somebody in chat. Last time I did not have a ton of chatters, which was kind of annoying. But I also was not super audible, so... Ah. There we go. That was alright. For those of you watching right now, it is very funny watching my father discover essentially parasocial live streaming relationships. Not that this is fully parasocial, but... Alright, see you later, Dad. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. Cool. Alright, we got some Devil Trigger. I should probably pop some of this. We do our best. That was not what I wanted to do. Ah, Morrison's so mean. Come on, dude. I didn't need a video game character lowering my self-esteem. Alright. We're getting close to Artemis by now, I think. Ah, wrong input. Keep going. Canceled that. Nice. Negative a minute, but not too terrible performance-wise. Alright. We're at the Artemis fight. Let's see if I can make it through. Try to knock these guys out first here. Nice. See if I can clear with the laser. Not bad. Ooh, I'm lucky I dodged that. Messing up my inputs. There we go. I get her. Ladies and gentlemen, we got her. Let's see if I can hit her. Laser? Yeah. It's always kind of hard to aim that. Ugh. Cool. Pretty good. We made it through Artemis. I'm surprised I'm doing this well with Dante, honestly. I kind of habituated to it. Once I warmed up, I got kind of in the swing of it. Ooh, new record. Cool. We might make it to Cavalier here. We'll see. Ooh. Not my best moment. There we go. He's finally got past him. Plus 33. Pretty good. I gotta be better about using my firearms. That's my biggest thing, I think, with Dante right now. I'm getting a lot better at style switching. I need to get good with the firearms. There we go. There we go. No multi-minute Fury Bash there. There we go. Getting some good stuff going on here. Nice. Decent end to that stage. Hit some ups and downs there, though. good. Not a bad finish there. These guys are frustrating. That's the first time I've gone positive on that stage. You almost went down there. Stage 50's tough. Ugh. Man, that was not great. That was pretty bad. We really needed to get some HP back there. We might be going down here. Pretty good ending there. Alright, we're starting to climb back to a decent health pool here. So we'll see what happens with the rest of it. Oh yeah. I'm gonna use some Sin Devil Trigger here. Oh, there we go. Damn. Well, it's not too bad, honestly. As far as my Dante runs go, pretty decent. 53 floors is not the worst I've done with Dante before. So we're getting a little closer to doing pretty well with him. Alright, well, that's a good solid 2 runs there. Been going for like an hour and a half here. I think I'll probably call it now. So, if you're watching, come back again sometime, whether you're live or on the VOD. And keep in mind, I'm going to be publishing another video essay, hopefully, in the next little while. So, hopefully I'll be able to get something out, one of my more scripted pieces out pretty soon. I'm hoping in the next week or so to start recording for my video about this series, actually. So, we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get the script done, and we'll be able to get that in the production process sooner than later. But otherwise, I'm going to try to keep streaming, try to keep some stuff going on, maybe on Saturday nights, or nights that I have open. And I hope you enjoyed if you watched. Thanks. Catch you all later.